The Buffalo Bills win Super Bowl 62. The 2027-2028 season, Buffalo wins in 2027. Buffalo's Gematria 27. No, Buffalo Gematria 63 wins Super Bowl 63. Not that quite. Maybe defending champions entering the year of Super Bowl 63. The Pegula family is going to win Super Bowl 63. 62. Pegula is Gematria 62. Tampa Bay Buccaneers is Gematria 62. Josh Allen, the Bills traded for the 7th pick. They got the 7th pick from the Bucks. They selected Josh Allen. Josh Allen, in a pick that the Bucks sent to the Bills, is going to win Super Bowl 62. The Bills' last championship occurred in the 1965 AFL championship game, when the AFC was its own conference. The Bills won 23-0 against the San Diego Chargers. The Chargers are now at LA. The LA Chargers Gematria 62 after beating the Chargers in the 1965 AFL Championship game. The Bills' next title is going to be in Super Bowl 62. Its first title since beating the LA Chargers. Arlington, Texas. That was where Josh Allen got drafted from. He was drafted at Arlington, Texas. That's where the 2018 draft was held at. It was held at Arlington. So he was selected at Arlington, Texas. He was a star quarterback. 2018 draft. Arlington, Texas. You see it right there. Josh Allen is going to win Super Bowl 62. That's the year he's going to win the Super Bowl. 61 prior Super Bowls. James Washington had the big forced fumble. The Bills were up 13-6. It may have been Super Bowl 28 or 27. Maybe Super Bowl 28. No, Super Bowl 28. Let's see which one it is. It's the close game. So yeah, the fourth straight Super Bowl loss occurred in that game. That was the close game. Super Bowl 28, James Washington, fourth fumble, returns it back for the touchdown in Super Bowl 28. And right here, I want you to go to the box score of that game. The scoring plays. Fumble recovery recovered 46 yards. 13-13. The Bills did lose at the Metrodome. It is a Metrodome that's Gematria 108. The Bills can win in the 108th season of the NFL. The amount of time from the fourth straight Super Bowl loss in Super Bowl 28 to Super Bowl 62. That'd be 34 years later, 33 seasons in between. The Bills is 33, Josh Allen 33. Rose Bowl is Gematria 37. In the Bills' first Super Bowl loss, it was a wide right field goal attempt. It was wide right by Scott Norwood. The Bills lost 20-19. Allen was drafted in the year 18. It would be, once we go to his NFL profile. So that's 5 seasons. His 6th season in the year of Super Bowl 58. So in his 10th season, he's going to win the title. 1 title in 10 seasons. Minnesota, where the Bills lost one of their Super Bowls. Minnesota is Gematria of 110. 1 ring, 10 years is how you interpret that. 61 prior seasons. The MVP of the Bills title, their last title, was a quarterback named Jack Kemp. He was the MVP of the Bills' last title. It is Jack French Kemp. His full name is Gematria of 61. 61 prior Super Bowls until the Bills win. If Terry Pegula dies, he's 72 years of age. His wife would be the new owner, Kim Pegula, born at Seoul, South Korea, would be in charge for the Bills winning the title. Seoul, South Korea is Gematria 61. The Bills' 4th consecutive Super Bowl loss occurred at Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia, Gematria 62. The Bills win Super Bowl 62. The amount of time that Josh Allen was drafted by the Bills to the day that he wins the Super Bowl would be over 117 months later, in the 118th month since he was drafted. Joshua Allen is 118. Buffalo Bills is 117. At that point in time, he would win the championship. The Georgia Dome, Gematria 63. The Bills will be defending champions entering the year of Super Bowl 63. Rose Bowl is 37. Joshua Allen is Gematria of 37. 37 years after the Bills lost Super Bowl 25 in a missed field goal against the Giants is when the Bills win the Super Bowl. And no, they don't win at the Rose Bowl. They choked at the Rose Bowl. The title wasn't going to happen at the Rose Bowl. They'll be defending champions in the 109th season of the NFL, the Buffalo Bills. Pasadena 61. They lost at Pasadena in the Rose Bowl, the first matchup to the Cowboys. The Bills win after 61 prior Super Bowls. They would win. They lost in Super Bowl 25. After 61 prior Super Bowls, the Bills win. Terry Pegula made a name of himself in the natural gases industry. He founded East Resources Incorporated. East Resources Incorporated is the gematria of the 117 months after Josh Allen was drafted, because Buffalo Bills is 117 and Joshua Allen is 118. East Resources Incorporated is gematria 68. In the year of Super Bowl 58, it's the Bills' 64th season. They're gonna win their title in their 68th season. Championship 68, 67 prior seasons. Kim Pegula is born June the 7th, 6-7. The 2023 season of the Bills would be their 9th season under the ownership of Terry and Kim Pegula. Terry and Kim Pegula are going to win the championship in their 13th season as owners. 13 years, one championship. Championship 131. They would lose Super Bowl 58 to Dallas. Dallas to Gematria 58. They would win the championship in their 58th season as the Buffalo Bills after 57 prior seasons, because 57 is gematria of 131. Josh Allen is going to get the job done for the Buffalo Bills. He's going to win the scripted championship, 44 touchdowns with Wyoming. Champions is gematria 44, so he will get the job done. Ain't no doubt about it. In Josh Allen's 10th season as a starter in the NFL. Josh gematria 16 years after the Giants' the New York's last championship in Super Bowl 46 at Indianapolis. That's when the Bills are going to win the title. Josh gematria 52, Indiana gematria 52, 34 years after Super Bowl 28, they're going to win the Super Bowl. Kim Pegula. What's Kim? Kim is gematria 33. 33 full seasons in between Super Bowl 28 and Super Bowl 62. So she's 53. She's going to be 57 years of age. 57, the championship number for Kim Pegula. Her name was Kerr. Kerr is gematria 52 as well. She was adopted. She was brought to the United States, adopted by Ralph and Marilyn Kerr, December 30, 1974. 1974, the time that she was adopted, in 2027, the year the Bills win the Super Bowl, 53 years later. Kim S. Pegula, Kim S. Kerr. in the amount of time from the Bills' last championship in 1965 at San Diego, California. San Diego. 1965 to December of 2025, 2027. So the Bills would win the championship just over 62 months later. So to this calculator, we get the day February 2028 to the day the Bills last scripted championship in 1965. At that moment in time, from you saw the day that was December the 26th. Just over 62 months later, the Bills win the scripted championship in Super Bowl 62. Josh Allen, his first playoff game. Texans Bills in the wild card round. That was January the 4th of 2020. So January the 4th of 2020 to the day of the Bills championship. His first playoff game to the championship. He'd win in the 98th month since then. That's Gematria of champions. Close to, the 98th month. And then, of course, the reverse, January the 4th to the time that he was drafted. You know, 117 months later, 2020. So that would be the 21st month since his, the time that he was drafted. 21st month, title 21. His first playoff win, Josh Allen against the Ravens, I think. The 17 points, Josh Allen, for first playoff win. That was January 16th of 2021 to the day of the championship. So 85 months they win the championship. I don't know what 85 is in all this yet. It's the year 28 that the Bills win the championship. Tyrod Taylor led them to their first playoff berth in 17 years. Taylor, Gematria 28, year 28. Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl 28 years later in Super Bowl 28, Super Bowl 58. The Bills win in year 28. That's the year 28 Buffalo wins. Dallas, Texas, Gematria 28. Anything there with the Bills for, Jim Kelly? Maybe how many wins he won in a 4-year span. Jim Kelly threw 13 touchdowns in that 4-year span, the playoffs. 13th season of the Pegulas, they win the Super Bowl. He had 118 attempts for a high during that 4-year span. Good stuff. Good stuff. The Bills going to win the scripted championship at that time. September 9th, 2014, he placed the winning bid. The amount of time Josh Allen was drafted to the time the Bills win the championship, the 9 years and 9 months later, they win the championship. Just pointing that out. October 8th, the Pegulas received unanimous approval. They win in the 108th season of the National Football League. So just over 13 years later, the Bills win. 13 years, 5 months, 135. Prescott, the 135th pick, is going to win Super Bowl 58. The Cowboys, they lost 2 Super Bowls too, plus Super Bowl 58 for 3 total Super Bowls. 162 months later, the Bills win the Super Bowl. San Diego, California was where the Bills won their last championship in the 1965 AFL Championship game. 162 months from the time Pegula bought the team is when the Bills win the championship.